What time is it? Peanut butter jelly time. No, let me stop. This is Cotton Candy Chapstick. Y'all, today we are going to do a cut crease without cutting the crease. I did it for Module 12 for the Online Academy program. I used 2 palettes to do that look. I don't remember what shadows we used, but I'm sure I have it written down in my notebook for Natasha to know what that looks. But let's get started with this chapstick, and we're going to get started with the look. I just realized I did not even prime my lids, and I'm almost sure I used a Fenty primer because at that time I didn't have the Urban Decay. But on the face right now, I had a lip pulled out, but then I pulled out another lip. Oops. Fenty Brows, of course, Milk Hydro Grip Face Primer, Fenty Soft Lit Foundation, and Estee Lauder Flawless Wear. What is it? Stay in Place Flawless Wear Concealer around my nose. Well, this part, my mustache area. Okay, and a dot here, dot here, dot there, and blended that out. Inner rims. What did we do for inner rims? Inner rims, matte color excess, Sick Tat Bro. That's what that looks like. Y'all like my zoom feature? And this one is on lower lash line, and this one is also MAC, and it's graphic content. I am really excited about this look. Let me show you what these 2 palettes look like. This is Golden, because I use Golden, and Xenon. We're not going to use this shade, this one, or that one because they're not from Xenon. Those are from the Mini Star palette. So we're going to, and the look was browns and golds. So I'm not even sure of what I used out of the Xenon palette. I'm really not. This here, let me look at my paper so I won't lie to you. This here, let's start here. This shade, and shoot, where is it? It's 2 more. That's not from here. This one and this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4 are not from this palette. So we're not going to use those either. But I'm going to show you what these 2 look like together. And then we're going to prime the lids and get into it. As I'm priming the lids, I'll do the intro for those who may be new here or for those who just like to hear it as their daily affirmation. So these are what they look like together. And I'm excited. I'm also excited, or maybe not, that I am almost done with another Fenty brow pencil. I do go through them just like I finished my Fashion Fair powder, but we have this much left of this one, and they do last me about 3 or 4 months, not about 4.5, 5 months. We have that much left. That is it. And I'm still mind blown that friend went through it in less than a month. I was just like, what? So we have our face stuff set out for later. We're going to finish the face later. For right now, let me slow down. I have not had Mountain Dew today, and I don't have any Skittles. So this is just me being excited. And I'm going to be using, for the first time, some new brushes. Members only video, they saw the haul. But we're going to be using E45. Look at that, y'all. Oof. And V27s, and the other V27s, this was silver, so these are the new ones, and it's slanted. So just to compare real quick, I know I'm always like, not always, but detouring. This is the previous one. So you see how the new one with the black handle, excuse me for the glare, is slanted. And y'all know I love angled brushes. And also a new one we're going to use from Sigma. Sigma, the E31. Y'all, I did wash them all. I'm excited. So let me prime the lid. We're going to blend that out with a Real Techniques 210 brush. And for foundation and primer, we made our soup, and we used this brush from Ulta, which they don't make it anymore. The alternative ones are the Sigma, and it says a powder brush, but I like it better for foundation. This is the F08, just in case you are curious about the brushes that I'm using. So let's get into this look. I'm hoping it comes out the same because I've done it before by accident, and I was intentional when I did it for the class, and I had to resubmit it. So when I resubmitted it, it was better than the first submission. So I know I can do it, and even have people thinking I cut the crease when I didn't, which is like, troll did the damn thing. But yeah, so let's just get to this intro. Fenty primer. Hello and welcome. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube who just got primer in her brows. Why do I call it the crazy troll nation of YouTube? The crazy, just knowing it's okay to be your authentic self. A lot of people may feel like they need to pretend to be something or somewhere they're not, or, you know, watch what they say. I'm not saying be like a complete a-hole, but, you know, say how you feel and just be honest. But it's okay to just be who you are. And there are people in this world that will accept you for it. Your people will find you. Your tribe will find you. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try all the things and then find what works best for you, and that's what you stick to. Hence, me doing a cut crease without cutting the crease. And it worked. You know, I tried it and it worked. And even my tutor, the resubmission, she was like, oh my gosh, I really like it, blah, blah, blah. And you can see that if you look for module 12 in my OMA Online Makeup Academy playlist, because I did document here for you guys to hear what she has said about the looks and stuff like that. So I'll be doing the thing, even though sometimes my looks be busted. Someone really be like, wow. I'm tapping here because it's primer in my eyebrows. I kind of struggle. I'm not going to say I struggle with my brows today, but I was very careful to try to get them the same. And sometimes they look like they're the same. And when I watch the video back, it's like, girl, they on different continents. They ain't even pen pals. They are just like complete strangers. But I did put extra time into it today. And I even took a picture. Because looking here, they may look the same. Looking back there in the mirror at a distance, they look the same. But I took a picture and looked at it. And so I had to do more work on this side. Because they do not stop in the same place. I am very chatty. This video is going to be long. And I didn't finish the intro. Because we're going to do start to finish this entire look. I may keep doing the face in. Because I know some of you missed that, even though I've been keeping that for the professional membership on my channel. Regular membership information is down below if you want to see what the perks are. The intro. Try all the things. Okay, where were we? Yeah, y'all, I'm just like all over the place because I am just really excited. The bottom line here at the Crazy Troll Nation is self-acceptance and self-love, embracing your natural features, enhancing them when you want to, if you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. 2 things if you're new here you need to know. I do curse because I curse. And there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups and gurgles and belches, and I say, excuse me, whether I think you heard it or not, unless somebody's in my face, because I don't want to be breathing it in their face. And so let's get in with this look. We're going to take this this is an older one, because it's the, they are sending me two of these, because they made a mistake and sent me 2 of these, which is the T05. And as I thought they would, they said to still keep them. So I might try them or I might give them away, but this is the V09 and we're going to start with that. Eastern customer service, y'all, even if you don't ask for anything, if it's something that they can fix, they will contact you to fix it. When I had a thing with brushes before, I said, oh yeah, I like such and such brushes, but all of them are not the same. Some are thinner, some are fluffier. They messaged me like, can we send you, some more of them brushes? And I was like, oh. Like, I was not asking for anything. And the same with this. I said, can you let me know what the return policy is for these 2 brushes and for me to receive the ones I ordered? And they messaged back within 24 hours. I was just like, wow. But they always do that. Their customer service, y'all, is amazing. So we're going to go into shit. Because I did look at the picture. I'm looking at Xenon. I don't think we used the black, even though for me the blacks in here are blue based. And some people said theirs do look black, these 3, but for me they look blue. And even in person, it looks kind of suspect. But anyway, I'm nervous. So we are going to take, we're going to take this one in the middle. That one is Sposh. Does it have shimmer in it, or is it just shimmery from this shade or this shade falling into it? Let's not take Sposh, because I don't know. We're going to take Night Sky, because that definitely is a creamy matte or cream to powder. And we're going to use this brush. Oh. And no lab coat, because we're just going to do the damn thing. So I'm going to look down here, because if I look straight and have to look down, I'm not going to see where the cut should be, which is my puffy area. So I'm going to look down here, making sure that my mobile lid is covered so I know where to put the line. And so, oh my gosh, here we go. So we're going to carve out this line, and I am going slowly and I am going gently, and I have a tendency as I come this way to come further in, and so I have to make a conscious effort to try to keep the width the same. Well, to keep the, what am I saying? That it doesn't slope in. Just try to keep it semi-rounded. And so we're going to bring this out here. Let me know if you've seen someone do a cut crease without cutting the crease. I've never seen it. Lies. I've seen it from like Scott Barnes, Natasha Denona. On YouTubers, the YouTube way, if they all cut the crease that I've seen. And we are going to wing it out, as you see. But I've never seen world-renowned makeup artists use an extra adhesive to cut the crease. And so that's what made me think, okay, then why is that the YouTuber's way? And so, and y'all know I like to be different and try different things. So that's our shape for the cut. All right, let's do this side. I need to calm down because, oh my gosh, okay, where are we? Because I do want them to be as symmetrical as possible. This side is already different. I could feel it. Because in here, it's coming in versus straight. So let's make that a little bit longer. And by the time we put other shadow here, like to blend out this line, it may fix itself. I'm pretty sure it will fix itself. My crease is sticking. For me, the Fenty primer is a sticky primer. For some people, it's not. And I appreciate when I say stuff in videos, and not to say contradict me, but I appreciate when you share your experience with things, even if it's different than mine, because everything isn't the same for everybody, and how it works for you is how it works for you. You know what I mean? And so I hope you never feel like when you watch my channel, you can't say something other than what I'm saying. Like if you're seeing this, okay, wait a minute. This does have the wing. This side doesn't, but this side is close to my brow. Well, so is that side. All right, so let me come further out. How about that? So try not to feel like you can't say something other than what I'm saying. Like you might see this and be like, girl, just use concealer or something to cut the crease. Like if that's how you feel, that's how you feel, and I'm not going to invalidate your feelings. Everything doesn't work the same for everybody, and so I am open to hearing, you know, your experiences. So now we're going to come a little bit above that line just to blend it some above the line. And this is such a thin brush, so this is going to keep it sharp on the bottom. I think I'm up further than I was for the cut crease look because I don't seem to remember it. And I looked at the picture before I did my primer and foundation. I looked at the picture and it seemed like it was more space up here. And you can definitely see like the other colors that I have put up here. But we'll see by the time we finish like what it's looking like. But I am excited to do this and to show this to you. And it may help you. But then I will say this. I do believe it is easier just to do your transition, do your crease, and then cut the crease and then do your lid shades. I do think that's easier because you see how much time and detail this is taking me versus just putting shadows wherever and then cut the crease and cover up whatever crease shades are up here. You know what I'm saying? And so that would be easier. But my thing is, I want to do things the way the world-renowned makeup artists do. And it's easy for them because they do it all the time. Whereas for me, I do think the more I do it, the easier it will become. And also, I was just so freaking excited for this video. You saw me in the beginning. I was stumbling over my words. I'm trying to be detailed. That's why I stopped talking. Stumbled over my words and had to like really just calm myself down. Because I do find it exciting that I can do this differently, and even my tutor think I did it the way they taught me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's legitimate that there's more than one way to do something. and it still look like you did a different thing. You know what I mean? And so that's what had me excited. And so I remember, I don't know, I think it was a video. It was a live stream, because after the initial submission, I asked in the live stream, like, did y'all think that looked like a cut crease? And some of y'all said it did. No one said it didn't, but a few people said it did. But then my tutor said just crisp up the line, like have this be a sharp line. And when I redid it, y'all were like, yeah, that's it. So I'm tapering. This is like how my brows are, uneven. So we're tapering this in here. Oh, goodness. The shape is definitely there. I like this shape better for some reason. And so we're going to put this brush down. Y'all, my lids are sticking. And it ain't the peanut butter and the jelly. And the brush is sticking to it. Okay, so now we're going to take this brush. What do we want to... Because there's browns. There's this brown down here. I probably should have looked at my placement. And there's this dark brown here. So let's look at those side by side. This one looks like... This one is not... We're not using that. This is from Retro Glam. All right, we're not going to use that brown. So I'm looking at it like, wait a minute. I'm thinking this is the only shade we use. I'm yelling, girl. Why are you yelling? I think that might be the only shade we used out of here. Or we may have used some of the shimmer shades. But we're going to close that for now. And we're going to go into golden. And we're going to take this brown right here. And we're going to buff that. I kind of want to do the lid though, because my lid is sticking and you can see the crease is creasing. But we're going to dip straight into here with this Esum E45, and we're going to start here and just do the top edge, and we're going to pat it because for me the Fenty primer is a tacky primer, so I'm not able to go straight across. If I go lightly I can. And so we're just blending out that line, and I'm not really liking it too much. But it's going to look nice by the time we get done, I promise you. Because we will double down. And so we're winging this out here. I do like that this brush is tapered, which is why I purchased it. The E49s that I like, they're only sold in a bundle. And I was hoping to pick up one during the Sigma sale, but they only sell it in a bundle. And Amazon sells it too, but it was like, I don't want to pay full price. These I got on sale. One of the today is November 21st, I think. And so you may be aware of the sales at the time I'm filming this, because I did also put them on my community tab. And so that is what that's looking like. And we are going to come back. Right now though, we are just going to go on that line, and I might take another one of these and put that brown, a clean one. I'm going to take that brown later, I'm sure, to go over the black so that it's not so harsh. You see what I'm saying? My lids are sticking. I need to get to that. But I really just want to get this here, which could have waited because this isn't going to crease up here because it's not folding over my other skin on my lid. I know I told y'all about my freezer. It's behind the screen. What I think is going to happen is, I think somewhere down the line somebody's going to be like, oh my gosh, my freezer broke, blah blah blah, and I'll be like, hey, you want to buy this one? It's brand new, I never used it. But at that time I may have. But if I mess up and purchase too much stuff again, which it wasn't even too much this time because it did end up fitting, but if I need it, it'll be here. But I do have the feeling that somebody's going to need one, and I'll be like, hey, well, if you can transport this one, it's yours. That's really what I feel like is going to happen. Yo, I think this is it. All right, we're going to put that brush down. We're going to deal with the lid. This is the Esum V27, and we're going to go into, I know we did golds. I know we did that, and there aren't any in Xenon, but I'm wondering if we put like this shade just to add up, not to add up, but to add sparkle to the lid shade. Excuse me, Dougie Fresh. I don't know why I do that. I be thinking of old school hip hop when I say certain things. So we're going to take, I remember these two were different textures because my mind is saying take this one first, but this one's brighter. I just stuck my finger in this one. But this is more smooth. I want to say this one is more smooth, but anyway, we're going to start with that one, but the other one is brighter. What I'm going to do actually, I'm going to use this one and then this shade. This one is Oro, and we're going to put that on the first portion of the lid. And I could use an hourglass brush for this, but I just really want to use this brush, and it will allow me to get like right here without crossing the line. So this is going to be on the first half of the lid. So this part is the easy part. It's just getting that line down, which again, it would be easier just to let the shades go wherever it goes and then cut the crease. I have yet to even try using concealer as a primer for my eyes. And I keep saying one day I'm going to try it just to see. Number one, I know it's not going to be tacky, which is why I like the Fenty primer. And number two, I'm concerned about it feeling heavy on my lids because I have sensitive skin. It doesn't irritate my eyes. I do use it under my eyes. I put a dot here, a dot here, and a dot here, and then I blend it, and I do blend it up, but I don't put it directly under my eye. And so part of it is I'm concerned of how it will feel on my eyelids. But then it's like, if it works, it works. And that'll just be another alternative. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, I'm loving this. So we're going to put that down and go into Alchemist, this shade over here. And that's going to go, y'all, I'm in love with this brush already. And I know I was going to like it because of the shape. And y'all know I love my angled brushes because it does allow me to get right where I want it to go. And so we are going to come out here. We're going to do the tip of the brush and we are going to trace underneath that black. So we're going to wing out our shadow with the tip of this brush. And we're going to go back to the flat side and just put that here. And then the tip to trace underneath. I am liking this. I'm thinking I didn't use this shade before because I remember the whole lid being like very shimmery and bright like how this is. But yeah, so we might layer that first lid shade over top of Alchemist. We may do that. Or take one of the bright whites from Xenon and put there just to add that oomph. If I can find it, I know I can find it. If I remember, I'll put that picture over here somewhere so you can see and compare. And I know now this one is different because I don't remember that line being that sharp like that. But I'm excited about this though. So this is just another way if you want to put extra time into doing cut crease, you can, but also to show you that you don't have to cut the crease to do a cut crease. And it could also be like a graphic liner look by how sharp this line is. You know what I'm saying? So we are done with the lid shades, and thankfully it's not creasing and my lids feel fine. So we're going to, I'm going to put brown. I'm going to put brown on over that black. I want to take, let's see what this will do. We're going to take Super Ionic. Oh, Stellar is the sparkling white. This shade is Stellar and it's described as sparkling wet effect white. This one here, which is Super Ionic, this is described as sparkling foiled silver with multicolored specks. We're going to take that one because it sounds funner. So we're going to take Super Ionic, going to clean one of these, and we're going to put that like on the center of the lid. That's pretty. That does brighten it up, and it does kind of bridge these two shades. Ooh, that's nice and sparkly. I do think I might have taken the sparkling wet effect white for the other look. I like this. It is some tapping off onto my station and onto my shirt, but that is okay because you can't see, well, you can't see part of my shirt. This is nice though. And maybe the line, that nice guy line, should have been more thin now that I'm looking at it. But we can always change it. Or not, because it is so deep. So this is it. Also, now that I'm looking at this, I want to take, try and grab a thin brush real quick. Ew. I'm saying ew because I don't really use this brush. This is a Scott Bars number 60, and we're going to take that same shade, Super Ionic, and we're going to put this, oh, a chunk fell off. We're going to put this right here under the brow. I seldom use this brush, excuse me for smacking, but it works really well for that. So maybe I need to start using it. So we're just going to put that just here to there. Ooh. I like how you see it and then you don't. Like you don't see it and then it's like, hey, how you doing today? So we're going to put that down. We're going to put that brush there. And we're going to go back into golden. I was going to say the golden, but it's not. It's just golden. And we're going to take a clean one of these. Do I want to do a brown or a lighter brown? We're going to take, let's start with teak, this shade here. And we're going to put this over top of the black, just to soften it some, because it is very stark. And I don't think that's doing much. I mean, I can see it down here, but it's not really changing anything. And I do think I should have just left a thinner line. Okay, this is covering. I just have to layer it. But I'm careful not to come below the line, so that way the line is still sharp. And so, but it is covering some of Nice Guy, which is what we wanted it to do. I'm not quite liking the thickness of this brown up here, but I mean, it is a good crease look to me. Let me know what you think. Like, am I off my rocker that I don't have anymore, or is this really a cut crease? My tutor said it was, and that's what counts. So I am just covering. I'm wondering if I used covering Nice Guy, finishing that sentence. I wonder if I did just use this brown before and not use any of the dark shades from Xenon. I'll have to look at my notes, but you know, I'll probably forget, and it doesn't really matter because all of this is a learning experience. But I am still excited about it because I did like the look. And even though I would be like, oh my gosh, I have to resubmit, it was always better when I did. And that was one of the things she said to me, is that she doesn't like asking for resubmissions, but she has said for people like me, she knows I'm going to knock it out the park. And that was her words, knock it out the park. And I told her I appreciate her giving me, even though I didn't want to do the resubmissions, it taught me something when I did do it. And they always did come out better than the first try. And that's all part of the learning process. And that's why I tell you guys, just try things. And if you don't like it, tweak it for the next time, or you'll learn never to do it again. But either way, you learn something. And so I always encourage you, like, to not just quit, because if you don't like a look and you always just wash it off, all you're doing is learning how to quit. Everything in life is not going to be perfect. And yet we still live life and just roll with it and just do what we can do. You know what I'm saying? So why should makeup? I like that better, that it looks brown. I want this to be a little more tapered. So I'm just using the tip of this brush, whatever's on this brush. And we're going to bring it in here. You know what? All of a sudden I'm wanting to do graphic stuff on my face. I do like how we tapered this in. Yeah. So I'm still not quite liking how this is looking right here. So what we're going to do, but let me know if that looks like a cut crease to you. Now we're going to take, we're going to take Sandstone, this shade, and this is another E45, And we're going to put this up here where teak was. Was that teak? I don't know. Yeah, I think it was teak. And so we're just putting this up here just to blend the top edge of that line so it doesn't look so harsh. I think I can safely say these are not the same colors I used before. And I thought to look at the picture, but I didn't think to look at my notes. But I do really like this though. Let me know if this is encouraging you to try new things, or to just, yeah, to try new things. And feel free, if you do try something, you know, to leave comments under my videos. Oh, last week I saw a video and you said such and such and I tried it and I liked it, or you didn't like it, or you didn't like it and then you tweaked it. You know, just whatever your experience was. Like, I would love to hear those, because we're all about, well, Crazy Troll Nation, we're all about helping people and helping each other. For lower lash line, do I want to take a dark? I do. We're going into Xenon, and we're going to take, do I want to be sensible or not? Y'all know I don't want to be sensible. We're going to take Ebb, this shade here. This is not in line with what the look is. But we're going to take Ebb with the Esom E31, and we're going to swirl it because this is almost a blunt type pencil brush, and we're going to put that on our lower lash line. I like this brush as much as I thought I was. It's almost like the other Esom brush I have, except it's tapered. I'm talking about this one right here. So you see, just by the size of it, it is shorter and stubbier. Pick up the palette without sticking my fingers in it. And so we're going to bring this out here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. And I do remember we did have the multiple wings going on. Oh, that's nice. Oh, man. So we're twirling this in here. I like this. And I like this brush. Oh, I have an eye booger. You're not welcome here. I'm going to get rid of you in a moment. So we're bringing this straight out. And this will help me guide where the gel liner is going to go. We are going to use black. We're going to be sensible in that sense. I used the black for the look I did before. I'm going back into Ebb, tapping in lightly so we can get more color over here. Even though here it's nice and thin, so I don't want to have it look too different. And what it is that it's not a lot on the brush. I tapped in lightly, and we're going to bring this out here. Oh, that's nice. Okay, let's leave that. This side is tapered really nicely. The other side is not, so we're going to just blow this out a little bit. Eye booger, lipstick applicator. Put it in the tear duct area and twirl it and get that booger out of there. So, okay, I do wish I hadn't used that dark night sky shade for there. But I can say, to me, this does look like a cut crease because it is a crisp line. I think it's a crisp line. I'll look at the pictures later and be like, girl, that ain't even crisp. I like the differentiation between the lid shades and here, but I think it still would have been better if this was a lighter shade. And I could put some more of teak or whatever on it, but we're going to leave it. Yeah, okay. I was really going to put something else there, but we're going to leave it. So we are going to, and did I use all of these brushes? Did I use this brush? No, I didn't. We didn't use this brush. Okay, so let's put you away. What was I going to do with that? Oh, you know what? I was going to buff under my lower lash line. We're going to take this brush. This is another E45 because I want to use the brush. And we're going to take area, excuse me for the glare, this shade right here. And we're going to use that to buff out under here. So we're really just blowing it out. Not really like far, but we are going to blow it down. And we're going to come over here a little bit. So a little bit of difference, not a lot of difference. This is lower than this side, but not like, oh my gosh, why? Why? What? Thank you for being here. If you're enjoying this, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, I would love you to do that. I think I spoke about membership. Did I? Yeah. So those perks are below. If you click it, it'll show you what the perks are. And then from there, you decide if you want to actually join or not. So we've used all the brushes that we set out to use. And I am excited because it's peanut butter jelly. No, it's not. I do. You know, I pulled out a yellow because I wanted to just add some pizzazz. We're going to really do the yellow. We really want to do the yellow. And it's still kind of sensible in a way, even though black or brown would have been better. We're going to put this there. Y'all were like, girl, the look is so good. Why are you doing all the crazy stuff? This is a crazy donation. Excuse me. Oh, a hiccup in the belch. Go, girl. Okay, let me start here because there is a lot on this brush. And I don't want there to be a blob right here. So we're going to... Oh, I do like this. When I'm doing my makeup, I'm just looking at where I'm putting the liner. When I look up here, I'm looking at the look. And I'm like, wow, that's when I'll be like, oh, that's nice. Because down here, I'm just focused on where I'm putting the brush. And so I'm not looking at the bigger picture. When I look up here, I'll be like, ooh. So that's why I be doing that sometimes. And a lot of times, I mean, I want to say I'm surprised. But then it's like, why should I be surprised? You knew it was going to be bomb. But no, I didn't know it was going to be bomb. I knew it was going to look like a cut crease because I did that sharp line. But this is definitely a different look. I will do this again, but it will be different because, you know what, I should use that straight edge brush for this line over here on the wing. I'm going to do that. The one I said they told me to keep. Because it is a straight edge, it will go straight versus me trying to get it straight with this brush. Because I really don't want to end up doing an accidental swoosh. And I never do the accidental swoosh on purpose. That's why it's accidental. But I do think it'll be better with that brush. So I've used the Scott Barnes brush that I normally don't use. And we're about to use that T05 brush that I initially thought to give it away. But it does help me to use different brushes. Because then I can see, like, is this something I'm going to use on a regular basis or not? And so this one feels like it wants to come out because I have enough on the brush for it to come out. On the other side, I didn't. Because I want this above the black line. And I could just leave it like that, but I want to take it further out. I'm not really liking this right here because it got thick as if I didn't do it. So we're taking a sponge tip. Oh, and it's dry already. It is not coming off. Yo, I'm telling y'all, these ain't dries. So we're going to take the T05 brush because then we can just stamp it. And hopefully we'll stamp it straight. So we're just going in here. And we could also use this brush for that too. But let me just try this straight edge brush. And just see. So I'm just tapping it in. Oh, Lord. And just try and do a straight. Ooh. 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 Peanut butter. Oh, see, damn it. I hate that damn song. And so I am just tapping it in. Oh my gosh. This already looks like it wants to swoosh. And so we're going to pick up where it stops. And if I go straight, damn it. I'm going to have to angle it. Fuck. Shit. All right, I'm going to wipe this brush on my palette here to get some of the product off. Damn it. You know, I was feeling myself in that damn peanut butter jelly. It still looks good, but there's a swoosh where this, you know what? It don't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. I did lose some of, what shade was that we put under there? Was that Night Sky? No, it was not Night Sky, it was Ebb. So we're going to go back with Ebb. Where's the brush I used for that? I don't know. I think it was this one. And this is Ebb, this one in this corner. Well, not the corner, the middle shadow. And we're just going to put this back under here. Thank you for being here with me. Let me know if this is, if you're enjoying this. And I know some of you do like when I do full looks, and we haven't even done the face yet, but we're going to go ahead and do the face too. Yeah. Oh, I like it. I do want to take the black liner, but I don't know where I want to put the black liner. Or should I take a brown? Let me put the black away. Where's the brown? Do I want to put a brown like on top of this yellow? I do. So we're going to take that other brush. Y'all like, girl, just stop. It looks cute. Leave it alone. And you know what? We're going to leave it alone. We're going to leave. I had already opened it and everything. We're going to leave it alone. I like that we have 1 wing, 2 wing, 3 wing, 4 wing, 5 wings. So we have that brown and then nice sky and then the shadow, then the yellow, and then ebb at the bottom. Yes, y'all, we did the same thing. So take my foundation brush. This is the palette, and this is when I wiped off that flat edge brush. There is a little bit that's not quite dry yet, so we're just going to put this here and under here. And I really don't have any fallout, and if I did, I would use a concealer brush. But I am pleased with. Y'all, it is just so exciting, like doing things. This is the cashew powder from Fenty. Sometimes I think to put this in Scott Barnes number 64 brush. Sometimes I think to put this in that Fashion Fair container, because a lot of this powder comes out when you turn it upside down, like a lot. And I don't always want like a lot, and so then it just ends up being extra. Right now I'm just taking what's on top of the sifter, but I am going to have to dump it, tap twice, and look at all of that came out. Like, this is a lot of freaking powder. A lot does come out. I do like this because for dead of winter, it does add a little bit of color to my skin without it looking like it's not my skin. Whereas like the Fashion Fair one is my complexion. I do get a little more, well, I should say less tan, because my natural complexion is tan. I do get, to me sometimes I look pasty. I'll just say that. And this does just bring like a little bit more color into my face without it not looking like it's my face. And so, and I'm just checking to make sure I hit everywhere that's dry, and it's dry, and it is. So we're going to put that down. And so I do like this. I just love my natural contour. You see that? Like, this is just my skin. Now we're going to take, we do have out, are we going to use this brush for that? House Labs Deep Level 10. And we're going to put that all the way to here. We're going to feather it upward. So we're tapping and turning where the natural contour is. And then we're going to sweep it upward. And so it is, to me, this is rosy. I know I say this every time I use it. And then we're going to tap and turn and just come under here. And we're going to tap and turn and come across the forehead and get in the corners of my 5 head. And the tip end. Y'all, there's a dip in the middle. Y'all know I panned. Oh, you're about to see it. You're about to see it. You are about to see it. Yes, right about now. Medium level 7. I panned it. I can say, though, that with the cashew powder, even though it is finely milled, I do look like I have on powder. So we're going to tap and turn, and we're just going to put this back here. This one, medium level 7 for me is deeper than deep level 10, which is strange to me, but we're just going to put that like right here. So more so just to accentuate where the natural hollow is, and whatever's left on the brush to do that, and that is that. So we're going to put, are we going to keep this brush out? Yeah, we're being lazy today. Hibiscus Haze. Excuse me for the glare. We're just going to tap. I learned that from Hung Van Gogh. He's like, just tap. And you see it does show up. He said, I hate when people be going. And sometimes I will just swipe. Like I'll press and swipe, but he just taps and that's it. And so I learned that from him. And when you look, like it does show up. And he said, if you need to build it up, just keep tapping. But he's like, don't be digging in your product. And if it's a good quality product, you should not, I think, have to do that. But look at that, though. This is a different look, and I'm not used to seeing me with a cut crease. And I do think I like it with the yellow liner because it does make it stand out. Let me take out mascara before I forget. With a brown or a black liner, it would have been more sensible because you see the darkness underneath, you see my brown eyes, and then you see yellow. Where if that was brown or black, I think it would have been more cohesive, I want to say. Because then it would have just looked like my eye. Darkness, brown eye, brown upper lash line. But I do think this adds pizzazz. And I'm loving, look at the wings. So what are we using? Oh, golden pyrite from House Labs. And we're just going to tap and turn, because we're going to do this for both sides of the face. And this will be all the highlighter that we use. I do really like this eye look. I am going to do more of these faux cut creases, the troll cut crease with different color combinations. But for this one, I wanted to stick to somewhat the one I did, because she did say she really liked the colors that I used for that. Now we're going to take this big ass Scott Barnes brush. This was Scott Barnes also. This is number 64. I love his brushes. The ones I have, I love. Excuse me, I have some of his eye brushes. Excuse me, his stuff is hella expensive. And so I don't have a code for, I don't have a code for his site, but when there's a sale, I do post on my community tab because they're really nice brushes. This is Luminous Light from Hourglass. This one is described as Champagne Pearl. So this brush, even when I pressed it, you see how it fits into the entire palette. And so we're going to turn, and it is some on the tip of the brush from where we pressed it in, but we're also going to turn. So we're going to come under here, under the eye. We're going to go in. We're going to press in like a press and wiggle, and then tap onto the face. And then we're going to do one of these. This just like makes everything seamless. And I like how it looks. I like what it does to my under eye area, and in person it doesn't look like too much like how Radiant Light can be, because it is radiant. But like for this time of year, like look. Do I need to say anything? We're going to use the Scandinavia spray. I prefer using this right after I do my base face before my eyeshadow look, because if I do spray across my eyes, well, if I just do one of these, my eyeshadow will crease. And I know some people do go like this, but then am I getting it on my forehead? I think so. So let's just do this. That was my first time ever doing it. Like, oh, I sprayed myself in the eye. I didn't even get any in my mouth. I'm being dramatic. I sprayed myself in the eye. And you know what? It's not burning. Well, maybe I blinked and it's in my lashes. I did feel something hit my eye though. So this is, and what we're going to do, we're going to take this brush and just pat, just to press it in. And some people do this with their sponge, and so it's the same concept. It feels really wet, like right here in the center. But y'all. So we're going to wipe off some of the chapstick. I had out, to be sensible, House Labs. I don't remember what lip I did. I'll put the picture up here again. What lip I did for this, for the class. I forgot I had that sitting out because then I pulled out a black. So we're gonna do a black. Y'all, it's hard for me to be sensible. Or I could use this from Notoriously Morbid. This would be more sensible. Well, would this be more sensible than a black? I love a black lip though. But this will tie into the line. But this would be more sensible. Just as a brown eyeliner for up top would have been more sensible. We just want to do the black. This is Black Lips NYX retractable lip liner. And we're going to, and I don't always line my lips. I'm feeling fancy. In the class, I lined my lips because I was doing what they taught us. One of my looks, I forgot to line my lips, and she was talking about how crisp my lip line was. And I'm like, that was just from the liquid lipstick. Because I put it on and then used the tip for the lip line. And so sometimes it was just like, when I didn't do what they said, and she was still like, oh, wow, like that's really good. I like how you did this, you did that. And it wasn't even the way that they said to do it. So that just validated me to just do what I think looks right within the parameters of the type of look that they have me going for. You know what I mean? And so my lips are not symmetrical. And when I do a dark lip, it accentuates that they're not symmetrical. Because I did do my lip line, lower and upper. And so I am coming down a little bit over here. But the top line is my lip line. This side is more slanted, this side is more rounded. I don't put too much effort into trying to get it symmetrical because it's like my brows. The more I do, the worse it gets. And so I'm just making sure I'm on the line. I don't like overlining my top lip line, or the bottom for that matter, but it looks okay when I do overline the bottom, because you can still see where my lip line is, and then you see color up here, and to me, it just looks like it's smudged. And even when I see it on other people, sometimes it looks like it's smudged, and I don't like that look for me. But at a distance, though, it's cool, but up close, it's like, that ain't your lip line up there. This is MAC's Caviar. It's their matte retro liquid lip color. And this is the darkest shade. The next darkest is a purple, but it's a purple shimmer. So when I do line my lips, I do come under the line and not on the line like I would if I didn't line my lips. I'm on the line here because there's a gap right here that I need to just fill in with the liner. Now we're gonna do under here. So y'all, this was a full face except brows, face primer, and face foundation. Is there any other foundation besides face? I know there's body stuff. Yeah, something happened today, and I was like, oh, it answered the question I had. I'll talk about it in Tuesday's live, the one on the 26th. My Natasha Denona order came in, and my Notoriously Morbid. So it's gonna be another swatch party. So this is what this is looking like. And something else was in my mailbox, and I was like, now it makes sense. Y'all gonna be like, damn. So I'm just trying to, how there's like a peak right here. We're gonna round that out. So it's either round it out or do a peak over here. But we did round it out. So now we're gonna put on Maleficent from MAC. It is a lip gloss. Did I do a shiny lip for this look? I want to say yes, and that it looked purple. And so I'm thinking it might have been this. You know what I did? And she was like, I really like your lipstick. Yeah, this is what it was, because it looked purple. Oh my gosh, y'all, this. I just tapped in, not tapped in, but I put it in. My thing with lining, well, not lining, but tapping stuff on my lipstick is trying to get the edges even, especially when I'm doing an ombre lip look. I'm going to go back with the lip liner because it looks like it wants to bleed at the bottom. So we're just going to air this here. Where I put the gloss from here to here looked like it wanted to bleed. And now it doesn't. So I'm going to tap my finger on here just to get the black off, which doesn't make sense because this is black. All right, let me just stop. So y'all, this is the finished look. Let me know what you think. Let's do our picture. So y'all, these wings. And I do like that brightness up there because you don't see it and then you do. So let's do our picture so you can get a nice view. This side. And we're going to hold up both of these palettes. This picture is from my gallery. I'm hungry. I'm going to have a salmon burger and baked beans for lunch. I was going to say dinner, but I've only had breakfast today at like 7 o'clock at night. 8 o'clock. I think it was like 8 o'clock. Trying to get the glares off. When I take pictures, I have to make sure that like my lips aren't open some kind of way. And so sometimes I'll go like this. So that way you don't see the interior of my lip. So that's for my gallery. Thank you for bearing with me. Y'all, this is super long. If you made it the whole way, put a black heart and a rose. And let me know what you think of this look. Let me know if this does look like a cut crease. I already know the wings are bomb. Let me know what you think of the yellow liner. Would you do this color combination of eyeshadow and having the wing under here and do a yellow or popping liner? And y'all know I got blues, greens, reds, and all of that. But would you do that? Because a brown, I acknowledge, would have been more sensible. But y'all know I like to punk stuff out just a little bit. And I think I did use a brown or a black for the class because I'm like, I don't know if they're ready for all this. But I do really like the look. And from back here, y'all, like, look. And up close. Peanut butter jelly. Let me stop. But let me know what y'all think. Comments always welcome. Thank you for hanging in here with me. I hope this was helpful to you. Just seeing the, y'all know what? Lancome Silks Boost Mascara. And sometimes I do forget to put on mascara. It's the weirdest thing. So I'm glad I had it sitting out because if I hadn't seen it, it wouldn't be going on my lashes right now. And I done took pictures, so I'm going to take pictures over again. But I'll do that after we close out this video because y'all like, girl, it's been an hour. Yes, we're at like 56 minutes. And there is nothing to edit out because we did the whole face. Sorry for yelling. Except for primer, foundation, and eyebrows. We did everything else. This is the Lancome Silks Booster Mascara Base, which is a mascara primer, and this is the Lancome Lash Idole Mascara. And so I do like the look that this gives my eyes, the eye look in general, because it is way more noticeable over a popping liner. Over a black or a brown eyeliner, it's hard to see, but over like a yellow or when I do red, it's very noticeable what the mascara does for my lashes. And I do like what it does. And if you're new here, I really don't wear false lashes. Maybe after this look, I'll try them again. Because that one time I tried, it was freaking hysterical. I could not take myself seriously at all. But I keep saying I'm going to do it again, but I'm a natural person. I just want to do my shadow, do my liner, and not deal with lashes because I like the looks as they are. And I know some people feel naked without false lashes on, and that's okay. It's like whatever you like for yourself, that's what you do. And also, unless they're wispy, like the ones they sent in the kit, them things are hella fluffy. They're like them New York from Flavor of Love lashes. Like you can see them things like 2 blocks away. And for me, all that would do is just cover up my eyeshadow look because they come like all the way up to where the crease line is, the cut crease line is, the troll cut crease line is. And so I don't want to cover up like all the work that I did. You know what I'm saying? If I had a different eye shape, I may feel different. But because my mobile lid is mostly hooded, it is hooded, so that makes it hidden. You know, I want the work to be seen because it's like, why do all that work and then just cover it up? So, ooh. All right, y'all, we're going to go. Thank you so much. Do let me know your thoughts on this look. Let me know your thoughts on the process. Let me know if you would do this. Again, it's easier to just put your transition shades anywhere, the crease shades anywhere, and then cut the crease and do your lid shades. That's a whole lot easier because that part was maybe 30 minutes by itself, if not longer. You know what I'm saying? So, but let me know if you'll try the troll cut crease just to see how you feel about it. And if it's okay for you, that's just another option. Like say you're used to cutting a crease, but you forget to take your glitter primer, you forget to take your concealer, then at least you know you can still do the look without having that extra adhesive. You know what I mean? And so we're going to go. Thank you so much for being here. Stuff is popping up for you to watch. And as always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon.